Ushry, and this is my audience. The purpose of my speech is to persuade my audience that there are more ways of helping kids deal with ADHD rather than give them medication. Doctors have said that we as parents have lost track of what ADHD, what being a kid is really about, and that we want our kids to be quiet, good, quiet, well-behaved kids that will not interfere with our busy schedules. What is ADHD? ADHD is a biological normality of the brain. 10% of kids in school are affected with ADHD, and most of those kids are boys. And the boys and girls who are affected with ADHD in schools are ADHD because of their low-income families. ADHD is named as the #1 leading diagnosed treated by drugs. And it is said to be the fastest growing disorder in individuals in our society today. My mom works with kids that is ADHD, and she says that 75% of her kids are misdiagnosed with ADHD. And the reason they are misdiagnosed with ADHD is because of their parenting, because of their parents. Their parents not caring for them and not sitting down and talking with them about ADHD and how to cope with ADHD, or getting them to a psychologist about ADHD. My little cousin, little Cody, he is diagnosed with ADHD, and sometimes I have often seen him take medication, put it in his mouth and put it under his tongue, and then after my grandmother leaves the room, I see him spit it out or throw it down, put it in the toilet and flush the toilet. The doctor said that he was getting better when he was taking his medication, but the doctor did not know that he was not really taking his medication. My grandmother and my mom took the time out of their busy schedules to help him cope with ADHD and to sit down and talk with him about being ADHD. I also was once diagnosed with ADHD, and that if it wasn't for God, my mom, and my grandmother, I would not have been able to cope with ADHD. I am mainly trying to persuade my audience that children with ADHD is the leading cause, and that we as parents should stand up. We as parents should stand up for our kids to make sure that our kids are living in a better society today. Drug companies also supply doctors free medication, lavish trips, cars, boats, just to sell their medication. It is a billion-dollar industry. Do you really want your kids at the mercy of these companies? Our kids are the biggest assets, are the most valuable assets of drugging them like caged animals is not the answer. We as parents should stand up for our kids and make sure that our kids know that we are there to help them cope with ADHD, and that we all should stand up for our children in society today, because after all, they are our future. I would like to thank all my audience that was here today to help me with my speech and to be persuaded about my speech, because I was once a victim of ADHD, and I want kids out there to know that ADHD is fine to be ADHD, but you have to find ways to cope with ADHD. Thank you.